Hello and welcome to my broke ass kitchen quarantine edition. I'm your host, Sam Green. Today we're gonna make one of my childhood family recipes, I guess. I don't know. Just every time anyone in my family made stuffed cabbage, they made this dish to go along with it. It's a Slovakian Polish dish, which I thought it was a Czechoslovakian dish, but I guess it was Czech, Slovak, whatever. It's all kind of the same thing, yeah. But it's called haluski. I always just called it fried cabbage and egg noodles, but apparently in Pennsylvania they call it haluski, and I did a little Google research and it's called haluski. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong too, but it's a wonderful, wonderful, buttery, savory, noodly, if you like cabbage and onion and garlic, just a nice comfort meal. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to make this broke-ass meal. So what you'll need for today's broke-ass recipe: half a head of cabbage, a shitload of onion, a bag of egg noodles. We're adding the rest of that chicken from earlier in the week to our haluski. Minced garlic, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, a whole stick of butter, maybe more, a little bit of vegetable oil, preferably olive oil, but we don't have that in my broke-ass kitchen. A little bit of sugar. Gonna need your strainer and bowl, pot of water for your egg noodles, a knife, and a spatula. And if you want to add a little heat to it, I always like to throw in a little crushed red pepper. But my friend will be eating this, so she doesn't like spicy, so we're going to go without that this time. Short, simple, delicious. You'll thank me later. First you want to slice the cabbage. So you're left with nice slices. Nice long slices. Because we're going to cook this cabbage down to shit. So we want to start off with big pieces because they're going to get really small and withered. Now with our onions, we want pretty much the same thing. We want thick slices. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be even. They have to be symmetrical. They are just all getting withered down in a little bit of butter, garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and sugar. I love to cook with sugar. That's it. Just nice cuts of onion. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. And I've never had haluski with a meat before. Usually I guess I have. It's usually in my family served with alongside stuffed cabbage. But I'm not making stuffed cabbage today. Too time consuming. It's just the haluski. But so we're just cutting the chicken anyway. I read online a couple places it could be made with pork, I guess, but ain't got time for that. But I had the chicken already, so we're gonna throw her in there. That cute little puppy. Oh, I disturbed her lounging on the pillow. When we make haluski, what we're gonna want to do, we're gonna start with half a stick of butter in a frying pan, and we're just gonna go with a clove of garlic. Remember, with garlic, you always measure that shit with your heart. I don't want to say you can't have too much garlic, because you absolutely can have too much garlic, but I'd say that's about right. And then to kick it off, we're going to do a little garlic powder. Remember? Once forward, once back. Onion powder. Once forward, once back. We're going to do some black pepper. Shit, that comes out fast and I always fucking forget. We're going to do some salt. Don't want this to burn. You got to keep it moving. And we're going to do, I put a little bit of sugar in my haluski. Little bit of sugar there. I want to say 2 or 3 tablespoons. We just want a little bit of sweetness in the cabbage. A little caramelization is the word I'm looking for. So we're just going to want to brown this in our frying pan. You don't ever want to cook garlic, but you want to get the juices out of it. You don't ever want to burn garlic in the frying pan. You want it to stay nice. I just want everything in this pan to melt. So now that our butter's melted, we're going to want to put in that onion. I like a lot of onion in my haluski. It cooks down, it's going to be caramelized, This should be pretty good. Alright, our onions are looking good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to slowly start putting in the cabbage. You can really load this up too, it's okay. Sorry, I know my hands are in the way. I'm working on that. So roughly a half a head. I'm going to stuff right down in this pot here. Bam. We're just going to top it off with water. I'm using about a cup and a half of water, I want to say. Right there, you hear that simmering? We're going to put another half, the other half a stick of butter right on top of that bad boy. Never have too much butter, y'all. Butter. I love, I love butter, y'all. Love it. Now we're just going to cover that up. We'll go that way. We want the weight of the plate. The weight of the plate. So what I do is I'll take the cooked noodles. I cook those first. I'll put them right on top for the weight. We just want to weigh that cabbage down and squish it. Get it wilted. We just want to beat the shit out of this cabbage. That's good haluski. I have seasoned fingers. Make sure you always use a rag if you don't have seasoned fingers. That plate is really hot. Alright. So, and I'm not responsible for y'all's injuries. So now your cabbage is starting to wilt and its juices are flowing. We're going to want to give everything a nice flipperoo, a nice stir around. Just stir it up. Stir that cabbage, stir it. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, it's gross. Alright. Want to stir that up. Bam. This is the last time we're going to season this. For the rest of it. We season it once in the beginning, season it again. Now, this pepper comes out fast, so I'm going to remember this time. We go, shit, too fast. Once and across, a little pinch. Once across with the salt. We're going to go once over, once back. A little onion powder. Once over, once back. And a little garlic powder. Once over, once back. And we're good on sugar. We're good on chopped garlic. You just want to let this continue to wilt down, and you want to get that steam off, so you're going to kind of offset the plate like that. And then we wait. You want a Scooby snack? Can I have a high five for a Scooby snack? All right. All right, let's check on it. Nice, coming along nice. It's a little soupy now, but what you want to do is you want to cook all that juice off. Keep withering away at this cabbage. The more withered it is, the nicer it is. The only part of this you really want firm and not to lose its texture are the noodles. The noodles are important. We're just gonna let that sit. It takes a little time and effort, but it's cheap. What's a head of cabbage? $2. Those noodles were $1. The croissants were $2. The butter and all that. Now, you got a nice little meal here. What I usually do when I cook big meals like this, I'll eat dinner and then I'll eat it for like lunch the next day or the day after. It's kind of like my flow. Budget like this, you got to be used to eating leftovers, which I have no problem. It's whatever. Alright. We're just going to let that keep withering away. Getting that steam off. Actually, we probably don't even need to cover it at this point. Just want to get that moisture out of there. So we're stuck with all the condensed flavors. So when we throw our noodles in, we'll coat the noodles in a nice glazy haluski sauce. Since I never cook haluski with a meat, I figured there's no wrong or right time to throw in the meat, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to do that now if you want to cook haluski with meat. Figure, let the meat soak up some juices. It's not that much. I've been picking at it. Open the fridge at 3 in the morning. God, I'm going to come out of this quarantine 600 pounds. I'm going to test if your haluski's done. What you want to do is you want to dig in for a nice piece of cabbage. And what you want to test for is you want to blow on it, eat it, and if it's still crunchy, you need more time. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Nice and soft. You want to dig around the haluski. As you can see, it's not too wet anymore. There's not a lot of moisture. I think it's ready to go. There you go. Ready for the egg noodles. So what you're going to do is take the egg noodles and drop them right on in. Start real slow, especially if you have a small pan. And you're just going to want to bury them, get them nice and mixed in. And coated with that haluski juice. There we go. Ready for some more. Now I cook my noodles soft. I think they take on the flavor more. They fit the consistency of the cabbage and the onion. You want it to all just flow. Nice, hearty, home-cooked flow. There we go. Once the noodles are all stirred, I think we have successfully crafted some haluski. Time to plate this bad boy up. Day 2 of croissants. They were 2 for $4. But they're going to go with my haluski this time. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Haluski. It's not meant to be pretty. It's meant to be delicious. It's meant to be made by people with no money. And they had to use what they had. They had noodles, cabbage, and onion because they're affordable. And you can do a lot with them. But cabbage is just overlooked, I feel like, unless it's in coleslaw. But yeah, let's dig into this. So what you're looking for in a good haluski is nice, buttery, savory. Nice soft noodles, nice wilted cabbage, nice onions, all buttery, salty, a little bit of sweet. Ooh, the chicken's a nice touch. I've never had haluski with meat before. That was a good yeah, it was a good touch. I can see where the pork would come in. Because I was Googling the origins of this, as you saw in the intro. And I didn't want to get any information wrong. Like, I grew up thinking it was a Czechoslovakian dish, which I guess if it's like Slovakian, it's all the same, kind of, you know. But, yeah, it's kind of like growing up. My mom always made stuffed cabbage, and she made this on the side. But I just treat it as a full meal. Got the noodles, the cabbage, everything. Nice, home-cooked. Takes a little effort, takes a little time. But all those ingredients is probably like $7 or $8. And made myself a nice, buttery, savory, home-cooked meal. Haluski's definitely worth a shot for you people at home. If you like buttery and you like a sweet, salty, savory mix, yeah, this is your stuff. Haluski. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit the notification button so you get dings when I post my daily cooking videos. Tomorrow I will be cooking well, it's actually not cooking, it's just mixing. It's graham cracker pudding pie. Also a cheap, delicious, really fast dessert. Top it with some Cool Whip, and yeah, it's good to go. You'll see tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow.